Take 3, guys. Take 3. I'll just pause YouTube for a bit. Alright, we'll get rid of the music just for a tad. Okay, just gonna call. How did ace queen go? We chop it. We chop it. Okay, so this is take 3 with the streaming. Having so many problems. OBS just crashed. Having problems with the frame rate, which I'm pretty sure is the internet connection, because we only have 0.5 upload in Australia because we believe in progressive, innovative technology being implemented throughout our great nation, which involves giving us third world internet service. So it may be somewhat grainy, but unfortunately it's the best I can do. And if the frame rate's being dropped like 60% like it was before, then we might have to resort back to recording the session and throwing it up on YouTube. Sevens. I'm just going to open shove. It's about a fifth of our stacks already in the middle, and sevens are just a hard hand to play post flop. So yeah, happy just to take the blinds there when we're shoving into that many people. If we shove into a monster, we shove into a monster. Nothing we can do about it. So at the moment we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tables going. Which is generally a few too many for me streaming, but I always seem to start off with a lot of tables and then we probably settle in around 6 to 7 tables. Probably means it'll take me a little bit longer to do the challenge, but I imagine it's probably what most people are playing, around that sort of 5-6 table mark. Just gives you plenty of time to have a think about different situations. So if we get reshoved on here by the small blind, we'll have to call him off. But I think our hand's going to have enough equity versus range. Here we've just got to shove in the 360. We can definitely fold now though. Kings versus King Queen. I think we just take our free card versus 2 people. How did our ace 2 go? Must have gotten through. Shove's gotten through. Happy days. It's not the card we want. Oh, we won. What did we shove into? We shoved into 8-5. Okay. Interesting thing to call us with, but we'll take it. Yeah, the frame rate is just getting dropped all over the place. 40% frame rate loss, so we're just going to stop streaming and continue recording, and that will mean I'll be uploading it to YouTube. also upload my first session to YouTube. I think my second session should have been recorded in its full. From when I started streaming, that is. Folding. This guy's really tight blind versus one, so we'll try and steal from him if he lets us get away with it. Here we are 12 of 12, and I think that's because we lost a few. Turn cards here we can continue with, so we're going to go back. And I think we took it down, yep. Just going to be shoving the 9-10 on the button. 9-10. Good luck, 9-10. Queen? Queen one time? That's meant to be queen. You naughty card. Yep, you can probably have that. Seven big blind shove from like a somewhat aggressive player. I think we shove over here. And he's supposed to be ahead of his range a lot of the time. Have 6 big blinds, but have this mega nit who opened like 3x. So just gonna let that go. Hopefully a better spot pops up. It's gonna be open shoving our ace jack. How do other ace jack go? Well, this may not be good news. For this ace jack, into ace queen. Jack one time. Jack one time. Jack or 9. Damn. Again, just open shoving. We must have lost with our ace jack. No, that's our. Pocket threes. Do we call and hope? This guy's so tight though. We just have to fold. So do we call and hope we're flipping? What happened to an ace jack? That we open shoved first. This is a shove. We have 2 looser guys to our left. No, we'll take the spot. I think we've got to take the spot. Aces? Aces is a nice hand. I wonder if this was the ace jack hand. No. Let's have a look. Okay, so we showed up with pocket eights and ended up hitting. Oh no, that was the ace queen. Oh, it was a split pot. Two pair kings and queens. He must have had an ace as well. I don't think we get many folds if we. He's somewhat of a tighter player. We'll give it a go. Okay, so we're on break, so I'm gonna go for a break, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. Just had to open shove the king queen there. The king jack, sorry. Just give me a call. Call, fold, fold. OBS. OBS. You want to turn that on? Thanks, bro. So running a little deep in a few of these. What's this, a 45 man? That must be close to the money. Open shoving here. In the 360. Just this one go through. We've open shoved the ace-9, had it been folded to me. But we have a non-all-in from a tight guy. And judging from this guy's stats, I'd say he hasn't crushed. Yep. Here we're 7 out of 13. This is a 360, so we're sort of way to go on this. Yep, so this is the one with 7 out of 11 now. We're getting close to bubble time. Final table bubble there. Here we have a super tight player shoving. Fold. Our ace 10. Pocket 10s here with 8 big. It's going to be a call. I believe. We're flipping. 10 once. 10 once. No 10. No 10. We bust. Can still call the raise to Semon in a multi-way pot. And we get there. So we will operate to protect against the flushes. No, he 3-bet us. He was the one that 3-bet. We're just going to call. It's less likely for him to have like flush drawy hands in his range. And yeah, now we're just going, obviously. Pocket jacks. Facer. Uh, 11 big blind shove from the one with ace 4s from a tight player too. Unfortunately, we'll have to let that go. Could limp, trying to induce a shove. And I think now he just got a shove. He gets through, and we're just open shoving the 9-10 suited if it folds to us. Fold. Fold. Damn. This guy is super loose, so I'm expecting him to call really wide, so there's no point in trying to steal. Open shove steal, even though a lot of players we would make that bet on. I just don't think we have the fold equity that we need to make that profitable. King 5 might be an overshove here. We run into King Queen. And what, we chop it. No, we don't chop it. No, we must have chopped it. We did chop it. No, we didn't chop it. What's the difference? That's fine. I'm just going to shove off. And put some pressure on his blind and see what he does. 10-7 once. 10 or a 7? 7? Or a 10? No good. So we finish 18th. Which is fine. It's fine. So making some deep runs, but not really putting that many runs on the board. What do we get? 66 left, pays 36. If we pick up a few good spots, we might be able to pull that stack up. That's not a good spot. Pocket 7. Blind versus blind. Steal. We have been. This guy's pretty tight. Under the gun, he raises 3x. He doesn't have a 7, which you can set mine, so I think I'm just going to fold the 7s. It is somewhat tight, but I think that although we will be playing an in position, it's just a hard hand to navigate post flop, so we'll just stay away from it. Make the decisions easy, which isn't always correct. but we're not quite getting the correct odds for it to be profitable to be set mining. The stack sizes. Ace 2 will be calling. I think we have to call pretty much everyone. Just a min raise under the gun. Just gonna call, expecting a lot of calls behind. Not a bad hand to have in a multi-way pot. Just gonna call. Ace. Thank you, sir. Ace hold. Ace holds. We turn our jack for protection and value. He just doubles it. Could be 2 pair. Could be a draw of some sort. But we can just check hold. And that flush comes in. Really nitty guy opens under the gun with a stack that covers us. With somewhat of a nice stack. I think we're just going to let this one go because we have people who attack behind us who might shove it. So we can't really sort of call fold, we'd have to call. I think considering the odds, if they went shove, they call, then we'd have to call, and then we're like pretty much committed. We can't get away from the hand. This spot though, I can just shove over the top with the limper. Last hand work out, end up just taking it down. Will you take it down? Ace king. A6, 7 bigs. With our stack size, we can put like a significant amount of pressure on these stack size. They're not going to be calling us light, so let's go for it. Easy money. Easy money. Ace 8, we might just be one too many around now to be shoving with the Ace 8. Probably just one too many around now with 2 stacks that goes. What do the charts say? So in MP3 with, I didn't even see what his stack size was. Is it 4? An M of 4. I'd say it'll probably say it's a shove. A7. So like at the bottom end of that shoving range. So I think it was an okay. Well, definitely okay, seeing as we run into the monster of jacks. A tight guy open shoves for 16 bigs. I'm not expecting it to be ace king, aces or kings. So in call, I'm expecting those hands are going to raise. Expecting maybe to be a vulnerable hand like sevens or eights. Ace two, so we're crushing. And do we hold? Yes, we hold. Okay, so that was an extremely good win for us. We're now 2 of 23 in the 90 man. This guy's somewhat passive, and when he 3x's it, I'm expecting him to have an absolute monster, so I'm happy folding the ace queen in this spot. May seem a little counterintuitive when you have a nit open shove, but when the tight guy open shoves, I'm not expecting him. I'm expecting his range to be somewhat capped when he's open shoving with 16 bigs. When a passive guy 3x's it, regardless of his stack size, he won't be thinking about what he's got sort of behind. He'll only be thinking about his hand strength and sort of raising for value. So when he 3x's it, I'm more afraid of that than when a nit sort of open shoves with 16 bigs. Do you end up getting to see what he had? No. I think we may have dodged a bullet there. Got a top player in the big blind, just going to steal from him. How are we going here? 45. 36 get paid. This is pretty standard shove. This guy's somewhat wider, so I was just going to let that go. It's been a while since I've binked anything from these reg speeds, just haven't run so well in them. Even though you do have if you think you have a post flop skill edge, then that's definitely where you should be playing the reg speeds. I love just to play reg speeds. But at the moment, at this point in the challenge, there's not enough. 10. I think this is just a shove. Like I was saying before, my range is like super capped here. When I shove, you know, it's essentially 10 big blinds is the effective stack when I shove 10 big blinds, blind versus blind. He may think that it's a play, but because I'm capped, I'm not going to be doing that with aces, kings. I'm going to be raising them, but then I'm not expecting my opponents to be going using that logic and calling wider when I'm open shoving. Definitely the higher stakes though, I'm expecting them to. Oh, what are we in the lobby? With 38. 37? I think we might just have to go with it. We definitely had to go with it, but I just wanted to wait and see if we could get it. Oh, we've got him crushed. Can we hold? Oh, we hold. No, split. Oh, that 5. That 5 on the river. That was a bit sick. A bit sick. So all the big stacks must be right next to each other. Where's Max here out of 17? What does the 90 man page do? 13, I think, from memory. Yeah, 13. I'm just going to check that jack. All the draws missed. If you underplayed a jack, I think if he shoves here, we just got to call. If he'll have a king some of the time that he's bluffing with, like, and I think we just have to call. It's just the way it goes, yeah. So he was just bluffing, and we just unfortunately ran into a king on the river. Which is, unfortunately, sometimes that's what happens when you underrep a hand. But what can you do? So we're in the money here, blind versus blind here. We're shoving. Pretty standard shove. Just getting this 3 in. So blind versus blind here, like this aggressive type play. King doesn't hold, and then we go into it with the best hand. This blind versus aggressive player. We have an ace here. Oh, it's this 90 man. Let's check it. We're still pretty deep. We might have a bet now for Vay. Aggressive guy, blind versus blind. On that, like never folding. On the turn. If he's got that bottom pair, those twos, when that 5 comes, he's not going to give a jack or a 5, so he's going to be calling my turn, and then when that river comes, I'm going to check, and he bets, and I'm not going to give him, because he's such an aggressive player, I'm not going to give him credit for anything that he has, so I think our kings must have held. I think this guy's range. Though he does make it rather large. Just go. And I'm going to call, so it's going to with the same result either way. Had I just played it more traditionally and just see bet with my top pair. I think the advantage of like delaying the top pair with that sort of mid-range kicker is that it reduces the size of the pot when he has a jack with a bigger kicker, and you think you're betting for value when you're really sort of valuing yourself. No, thank you. A limp. I was considering limping behind here, but then, yeah, that's what I do when that happens. I scream and go, oh, that hurts, and fold. Yeah, I pocket threes. Threes win. They bink on the flop. Fourth at the moment, fourth of 90, so still got a decent stack. Here I don't think I'm going to be finding a better spot. What happened here? King Queen me ran into A6, well, as you do. Here I've just got to go with this, I think. Gonna raise here and hope not to be shoved over the top by this guy. Now that he's got the deep stack, and I can call off this guy, and I can call off the big blind. These two I'll fold if they come over the top. So was that the 360? Yeah, so what do we end up with there? Yeah, we did end up cashing in that 360. Must have, because I've got a number. Today. Yes, we have cashed in one. 13 tournaments played. Cashed in one. $24 for 87 cents profit. Fold here, I think. Nice spot with the ace king. It's going to shove, so there's no. Oh, and we're flipping. Ace or king? Ace or king? 3 from under the gun with an M of 3. A7 off, I think is going to be good enough to shove. King 6 on the button's good enough to shove. Oh, we do get called off with our A7. Queen Jack, he limps here. We got 6 big blinds. I'm going to shove over the top. Expecting to be ahead. What did we shove into? We shoved into King 10. So this guy is pretty aggressive. That was a very loose call. And we shove over, but we get re-shoved on by passive guy, which tells me we're crushed. We are crushed. 9? No. Nope. So we're still 4th here in this 90 man, 4th out of 14. So we're on the money bubble in the 90 man. Not much else to do here, I don't think, other than limb shove. This could be a shove considering stack size. Apart from this guy on our left, it's just, what can we do? It's just ICM suicide if we start shoving into him. So unfortunately, we're in the cage a little. This guy's considering re-shoving over. We didn't want that. We wanted to be in the money. Now we've got no choice but to shove. Shoving on the barbell. Oh no. Oh, he has 9s. 8. 1 time 8. Wow. Are we going to bubble this? No, we're going to bubble it. We have an overpair and a flush draw. I think a shove here will be fine. Here we've got a special situation where we have to fold. We have to fold. And he calls us. What does he call us with? Ace Queen. So we're ahead of him. Way ahead of him. Call here for set money value. Call here for ace. Wow, he's just bet, bet, bet. I just don't think we're ever good here now. Let it go and wait for a better spot. Okay, so finished in 13th, so we bubble. We don't bubble, we tight player bets into three of us with sevens. I don't like many turns. Like, what turn do I like? I may be ahead now, but if he's got ace king, ace queen, or like ace jack, there's a lot of turns I don't like. I think maybe I just got to call and assess. I don't think I like this call. I think this call's pretty spewy. He's a tight guy who raised under the gun. Like, the best we could hope for is ace king, ace queen, ace jack. Now ace queen's gotten there, or overpairs. So now it's just a pretty easy fold, I think. I think it was probably a bit spewy calling that flop. So we cash in another, but only just cash the 13th. Not much of a cash. We did get unlucky with ace king though. Try third time in a row. Third time lucky. We get there. You can have it. You can have it. Your tables are on. A few, but we're super short on a couple. So we'll get some more going. We'll just let him think about that. 2 pair, ace king gets there. But was ace king really betting on that flop? Queen jack's already there. Less likely for him to have queen jack, seeing as we have the queen. Just gonna fold that 3x3 bet. Oh, now any ace gets there. So it's unlikely we are good. We shove into aces. $1.45, man. So we only have the $1.80 man left, from which there are 41 players left, and we are 32 out of 41. I somewhat feel we're being preyed upon by some of these more aggressive players. this is the second time this guy's 3-bet me in a row. With ace jack, we're going to call. It's either a shove or a fold. I think we'll just fold the 10. That's all to call with. It's kind of a special situation because we've got so many people in the pot. So hopefully we can just call and stick out on them. Which we don't do. We don't know what that was all about. Anyway. Yeah, running well and truly below EV today. But that is fine. So we go into the last hour of the stream. So register up to next break and that'll be it, I'd say. This guy 3-bets me again. We've got a block at a lot of the ace hands. We have a hand that'll be somewhat disguised. So I'm going to call. He made it so small too. It's the second time he's 3-betting. He's just so aggressive. And I'm going to check shove on that flop. And he has a flush draw. Hold. And we hold. So he wasn't 3-betting us as wide as what we first thought. But sometimes your reads can be wrong and it pays off. Gonna be calling here for set money value. Just gonna call here for set money value. Even though it might sound a little nitty, set money with 10s, we are out of position, so it makes our life a little more difficult. So we're going to raise from like a relatively aggressive player. If it folds to us, we're going to call on the button. Deep enough that we can. We have position, so we can look to play the pot later. First 13 bigs. So we're going to call and then turn. Let's check to us. Now we're just going to fold. He's never folding any hand now. This bet is just too large to call for the flush draw. Even though we would have got there. Judging by this though, our match may not have been that good. So 18 here, 18 out of 38. Whoa. I'm going to check call. Expect him to bet here a lot of the time because you'll think that I don't bet that flop. But he doesn't. He may have a crack on the turn though. Now I've talked to him twice. Nope. And I'm going to call a bet here. bad open shove. He open shoves 20 big blinds into both of us. Around there, but calling there with hands that'll dominate him. Pay attention to what's going on and not just Twitter. How about that? How about I do that? Not that there was much anything interesting going on anyway. So today so far we are down $9. 9 smackaroonies. But we are looking pretty healthy in the 180 man. We are in the top 33 at the moment. We are 17 out of 33. It pays down to 27th. So we need to get 5th or higher to break even. Seems a bit daunting. Alright, I'm on break. I'll okay, grab a drink, cup of tea, be back. And we're back. Back into action. Checks. Folds. 13 bigs blind versus blind with king. A shove. If he wakes up with a monster, then so be it. Okay, so no more registering. What we got now is what we'll end with. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tournaments. We've had 2 cashes today. Total today we have registered in 20 tournaments. Yep, so 9 tournaments in at the moment. In for $9.22. I'm just going to 3-way shove this. $9.22 we need to make up. Plus to make a profit. Ace King versus Ace King. Blind versus blind versus net. Gonna raise pretty much any 2. Nice answer. Ace shove 2A. Not gonna bluff that. Big guy in the big blind was short, so I wasn't going to try and steal because I expect him to throw that shove over me relatively light. Shove here, but just expect to get folds a lot of the time because we've got a guy sitting out. This guy's so short, so they know that they're going to go to showdown. The other guy will probably just fold. So if I raise, that maybe more likely to come along. And we get a 3-bet. And we're just going to shove and get it in versus Ace Queen. Was always going to happen. We were versus Jamie Staples. Of course we were going to get a heart. Just going to let that one go. Right on the cusp of a shove. I think a shove would have been fine, but just hang around, wait for a better spot. It's been a pretty tight table. Now that we've got that left gone, just going to shove here. Might be worth trying a few things to try and pick up some blinds. On our left was our biggest threat. He looked like he was going to call anything and everything. In the end, that was his downfall. So, now we'll try and build a stack. Especially since we're on the bubble. When we bust from this, what happened? Our queens went in against kings. That's fine. Pretty standard, I would say. King queen just going to shove. We've got another hyper aggressive guy. Put right in the spot, right next to us. I'm just going to overlimp here. I think overlimping's fine. Yeah, this just sucks. Just gonna show him some time bank and then fold. Just gonna call. He's hyper aggressive, this guy. Call. Show him the time bank. Bang. Fold. Just look like we're trying to steal it. Get it in. Yep, I think we got max value out of that. Don't have enough to set mine, so I'm just going to fold to that. We're slowly building the stack in the 180 man. Slowly. Now 17 or 27. 24 bigs. Just gonna. I'm not quite 100% made up my mind what to do here. Like, I think I should be shoving my entire range in high limit as sit and goes, including aces, so then I don't have a capped range. In this spot, because I only have 10 bigs, a lot of the hands that I should be shoving, like 8s and 7s, I'm just going to be open shoving, just because they're just so difficult to play out of position. Yeah, I've got to call this. And shove here. But in these stakes, I don't know whether it's more profitable just to raise and just have that exploitable range, and just expect them not to pick up on it. I still think eights there are going to be calling, regardless if I shove or not. But I'm thinking hands like King 10, King Queen, King Jack, Queen Jack, Jack 10, those sort of hands, which like top pair and think they're good and be willing to stack off, which who wouldn't be willing to get it all in pre-flop? Again, just going to shove with the limper. The two limpers, I should say. The big blind's having a big think about it. This guy's super aggressive. I wouldn't. They both are. Second time I've done it, so I would expect possibly a call from one of them. Nope, get the folds. Just gonna shove this on the button. King Queen. I've got to think of these aggressive guys. I'm gonna call so flop. I think they're just gonna call. If they're gonna call with a hand, they're gonna call a shove as well. But if it's a raise, they'll call the raise, and then it makes it more difficult if I don't hit on the flop. Yeah, King Jack. That hand wouldn't have made much of a difference, but. I can't isolate here. Isolate and get two callers. I guess it's a good flop to continue into two. Just because it looks more like an overpair when there's two people involved. Uh, 12 bigs, just going to open shove the ace jack. We do pinch it. We do pinch it. Puts us up in a 14th. Hit our queen. Not going to slow play this. A king comes along. We're now losing to king queen. I don't think he's going to have many kings in his raiments apart from flush draws. So I'm just going to shove this. He snap calls me. And he had king queen. That is really the only hand that we were losing to, and it was less likely he had it because of I had the queen, so it was more likely he had a flush draw. So not that upset by that. I think I'm getting that in versus flush draw. more often than I'm not, and when I do get an inverse flush draw, I'm way ahead. Oh, 13 bigs, I'm just going to shove, I think. 8 bigs on the button is going to be a shove. I bet now for value. Oh, aces at 180. We're now 13. Might just fold. It looks super strong, but we want to sort of induce something like this. And hopefully we hold. Hooray! That puts us into second. Just going to fold with the fives. That's an 18 big blind shove. So you can have it. There's plenty. Being a reg speed tournament, you're all a lot deeper. So this is just going to be a shove. Here I'm going to have a fair bit of equity. It's probably a minus EV call, but when I win, I think it's going to be... It's going to increase my EV in the tournament overall. Here we call versus someone who is definitely capable of stealing versus. We're just going to call, continue to call, and that changes nothing. We'll just rip it in the river. Fold the twos. Because he's so tight, I'm not expecting him to shove over the top that often. Did he just fold? He did just fold. We've got to get a king. Nope. Couldn't get there. What are we here? We are 3 out of 21. That was a pretty easy steal. Uh, 10 bigs here with a limper. I'm going to have a limper and expect to be ahead of their range. If they do decide to eventually call. Nope, they fold. So 7 or 15 in that 20. This guy was pretty aggressive, so probably was an argument for 3 shoving over the top of him with King Jack. Oh, we'll just make this guy sweat it out. Just gonna be shoving here with 9-8. Righto, try it on again. Buster! We'll snap you off this time with the queens. Not a great flop for queens. Think we'll bet now for value. Three bet by the net. Definitely hands for 4 bet, but I don't think we can get many folds to 4 bets. I don't think anyone's 3 bet bluffing that often. Just overshove the 7s. Not a great flop for us. Oh. Why would he donk bet? This donk doesn't make any sense at all. Let's get it in. If he's got a king, he's got a king. Nope, he hasn't. Oh! Wow! He gets it off the river. That is sick. Got that in ridiculously good then. So, with 5 tournaments left, we need to make $9.72 for a break-even session. end up being one of the first losing sessions of the... Let's not say that. Let's not say that. Let's give these guys a break in the blinds. They can go to war versus each other. Just going to open shove the 10s. We're 9 out of 14 in that tournament. Run into 6s. That shoots us up to 3rd. Ace, Jack. Ace, Jack, I'm just going to raise. I can call off these two. I'm going to have to fold to these two. If they shove over. Yeah, especially that guy. That guy's a nit. I'm just going to snap fold. You can have aces for all I know. Snap fold versus him. Here I can shove. Here I can call a shove. Yes. Here I could... I don't think I can call that shove. Ace, king versus king 9. We get there. We get there and we have a nice stack. We can call off him, but we can't call off this guy if he decides to shove over. A 3x under the gun. Have it, mate. Have it. Go nuts. Okay, everyone has gone nuts, so we'll just let it go. And that one, and that one. Nine five. Interesting. Go ham with. We're pretty deep here for a second. Here is just going to be, I'm getting to one, so it's going to be a call. We're ahead. We don't hold. Just going to open shove the jacks. Tight guy in the big blind, we'll try and steal from him. We have a 9. So we will check call. Wow, like he just gives you such ridiculous odds. Is it just a check call again? In case he's got like ace 10, I just can't, you can just have it. You've fuddled me this time, mate. By 8-9. Loose call. I think we'll just let this one go. we're 4th out of 20. Next pay jump is at 18 to $1.55, and then the next pay jump isn't until the final table. So just got to start collecting. Just going to be a shove because of the stack size. Our first final table. Oh, are we last in chips? We're pretty close. I'm going to raise. Raise 4, I guess. We have no choice. Damn, I was going to open shove in, but nothing to be done about that. First final table, don't tell me we're going to bubble it. Going to be shoving nearly only 2. Definitely shoving that. Ace king, I think I'm just going to open shove. Calling this. Shove this. Now ace 10 is against ace king. 10. Ace on the river's no good. Ace on the river's no good. We get called by king 9. Ace is good. Ace is good. Is this the final table? Bubble? It is. In any case, we will shove. We will call here for set mining. Blind versus blind. Does he have 11 bigs? What's going on here? He does. I'm just going to shove. Oh, we hit our 5. We hit the world. We flopped the world. We're at our second final table for the day. This will just be going in. We're on the bubble here. No, one off the bubble. The 3 other stacks are pretty similar size. There might be better spots than shoving there. Oh, he hits his 5. No good for me, but I still win. Good chunk of change. Shove over the top again. Oh, we get called. Oh, by jacks. An ace. An ace this once. An ace once, please. Ace 5. Too many outs. Too many outs. How are we going here in this 90 man? We're 10th out of 26. So we got 4 tables up. We have $1.80 man, of which we are We are 19 out of... Sorry, there's 19 left. We are first out of 180. That limp. I'm going to raise this up. It's a pretty good flop for us, but we're going to check behind. Expect that shove over the top a lot. Let's pocket eights. Yeah, to fold. We are fourth out of 9 in this 45 man. In this 90 man, we are 11th out of 26. What are we in the other 90? Oh, that's not the other one. This one, we are 9. 9 out of... Go, Queen Jack. 10. Give us a 10. A queen will do. A queen will do. On the bubble. Oh no. We're gonna bubble again. I hate bubbling more than anything. I want you to have kings and you to have queens. Queens? Kings. I want you to have kings and you have queens. Call. He called. Oh, it's a different hand. It's the wrong one. I got too excited. Call. King 8. Is this as good as we're going to get? We do not have much fold equity. We do now. As in, we can fold. Call. Oh, it's the wrong one again. I get too excited. Call. 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 Call here for 24. 24 big ones. No choice here. It's going in. Not thrilled about it. Wow, 2 callers. Club. Oh my god, I got there. Got there with time to spare. This guy's really tight. Call. Call. Jack's hold. Jack's hold. Jack's hold. Jack's hold. What are we here? We're still first out of 17. We've made that pay jump. Here I'm going to raise. And raise fold. When our passive chip leader decides to be not so passive, it's a pretty easy fold. shove this if it's folded to me. Oh, we're in the money. We're in the money, Mr. Hat. We're in the money, Mr. Hat. Thanks, bro. Thanks for the memories. Shoving here if it's folded to me. This guy's super tight. Folding here to that shove. Call? Call. Call? Call? Fold. Oh, blind vs blind, he's having to think about it. The main man from New Zealand, he calls us. We're going to check here. I'm going to bet now. Gross board. You can have it. Oh. He bluffed us and showed. That was a mistake, sir. That was a mistake. Bets here, we're check raising. I didn't think he was going to bluff us twice in a row. You cheeky little devil. You cheeky little New Zealander. Bluffing and then showing. Bluffing with the best hand, mind you. The best hand by a mile. So we'll be going all in the 90 man, which we're currently 13th of 20. Probably should have just raised here, to be honest. It's probably a bit of a mistake. I'll lose anyway. Easy fold. Just a snap fold here because he's just so tight. He hasn't played a hand for ages, and then all of a sudden he goes berserk. I don't think I'm going to call you light. You can have that one, mate. Ace Jack? Jake? Jake. Jack. We've got the short stack here. He can continue along his merry way. Shoving here with the tens. Folding. Pocket threes hold. Pocket threes hold. Oh. Pocket threes couldn't hold. The bubble continues. Blind vs blind. I'm shoving here. He should have to call ridiculously tight. I'm fourth now. Fourth out of 15. Ace 4 versus Ace 6. A 4. I think it's a 6. Shoving here with the sevens. Good luck, sevens. Calling. because he probably thinks that this doesn't hit my range. Oh, what? 6? 6 isn't fun. Oh. We lose some chips here too. That's the aggressive guy in the 180. We now drop to 7th. Wow, and the short stack wins. This is getting painful. Are we going to bubble this one? Call, 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 call. One of you has to call. I think we check shove. Wow, that is the worst turn ever. Wow, such a bad turn. Oh. He has 2 pair and he doesn't bet. Isn't he afraid of the heart? Oh. Why doesn't he bet there when I check it to him? He calls a 3-bet and then flops the jack and then checks it behind. That's exactly what we checked to him for. So he would bet and we'd shove over the top. Wow. Now we're 13th out of 14. Wow, I can't believe that. Ah. Checks back top pair. Who are you? What sort of monster are you? Hey, we make the money here though. Pocket 7s versus Emperor. We've just got to shove. There's a shove over. It's just gross. Hold. 7s. Hold, please. I think they did hold, didn't they? Yeah. Get there. Get there. So upset. So upset by that play with the Kings. Twos hold. Twos hold. Wow. Upsetting way for twos to fold. it out, I mean. We're 10 here out of 14. And 13 get paid. We are still in the 180, man. After that 10s debacle, we are 11th. We need to make the top 10. So, there's no point in busting on the bubble. The final table bubble. Unless we're going to go for it. So, with 16 bigs, it's still plenty to steal from these guys. Ace 9's just going to be a shove. This guy's super short, but I still think it's a shove. Ace 9 over 7s, it's a flip. Come on. I've not been winning at the pointy end. 14 bigs on the button. I think it's just going to be a shove. Made me sweat it out. 2-6 is going to be an easy fold. Here we're 5. We're 10th, sorry. 10th out of 14. Two 6s in the day. Let's see if we finish 6 here. Wow! That was nearly the biggest misclick ever. My god, I can't believe I nearly did that. That was terrible. This is going in. Good luck, pocket 8s. Another 6th. 19 bigs here. We're getting pretty good odds to call. I'm just going to call. We fold the world. We'll check it to him again. And we'll try and bet for a bit of value here. We get called. 9-4, we're just going to fold. We know he can play back at us. We're now 5th, back up to 5th. Fifth and on a break. Okay, so $7.30 we need to make now, seeing as we have those two 6th places. Talk about crushing my heart and soul. So I really like these reg speeds. They're just so good because they're so, you can be so deep. Like we're on the final table bubble, essentially we've got 12 players left. We're so deep, 26 bigs, and that's after like I can lose a hand. Like versus this guy, I can lose that hand, and like we're not out. We're still playing. We're still battling away. This, however, we've made the money here, but unfortunately, it's a bit disappointing because we did have a bit of a stack and we just didn't get the hands to be able to steal all the situations. Anyway, I'll be back. I'm just going to go for a break and I'll be back. Would have shoved that ace five had it been folded to me, but it hadn't, so we didn't. We didn't. Just in too early position there to shove and hope for it to get through everyone. The next page up isn't to the final table though, so I can afford to be a little bit looser. Queen Jack. Kind of wanted Queen Jack to hold here, but it doesn't. Nice shove. Nice shove by the Jack 5. Maybe a little on the loose side, but we will put the pressure on at the final table. Bubble. Pick up them chippies. King 7 I'll be shoving. Not anymore. Eights hold. Nope. 5-10 I won't be shoving, as I don't have any fold equity. King 3 is unfortunately going to have to be good enough. In we go, right on the final table bubble. He calls. We're ahead. Do we stay ahead? Staying ahead? Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive. Ace Queen goes in. That beautiful singing voice. Ace Queen vs King 8. Wow, loose. Wow. 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 What a way to go. What a way to go. Aggressive? How did that hand start? Yeah, he had similar stack size. And he was crushed. Okay. So, with that cash, that leaves us at $6.39. We need to get better then to make a profit in this one tournament. One last tournament. We have wrapped up $1.55. We are 6 out of 12. This kind of big blind is our short stack. Call. That was like, what, a 17 big blind shove? 3-bet shove? Yeah, more than 17. Like 20 big blind shove. Just ridiculous. We could 3-bet here, but then we'd have to call off a shove from these guys, and it's just not worth it. I reckon we'd get a lot of folds here if we 3-bet him here.
If he c-bets here, he's essentially has to have something because you'll have to call off if this guy shoves over the top. I think that was probably a pretty decent play. This guy's been super tight. He doesn't seem to be like stealing that often. Oh no, he's 5 of 14, so he does seem to be stealing, being pretty positionally aware. Aggression takes the cake. Got the I'm a bit short on the odds to set mine, but with what's in the middle, and if this guy comes along, I definitely can call. He doesn't call, but I will be calling. I'll be checking, and I'll be check calling, and I will bet to see if I can get called by an ace. That makes no sense. Ace 10 makes sense. Why wouldn't he bet the turn? It's another just confusing hand where I'm just like, what in the hell is going on? Why wouldn't he bet the turn? Check, check. Why aren't you betting the turn? Just so confusing. Now I'm 10th. Gone from 5th to 10th. Another just really confusing hand, which just, the run out has just killed me. He check raises me on that river. Like, not check raises me, he raises me on that river. I raise here and I call off the blind, big blind. Same again, raising, calling off the small blind, folding to the other two. Just such a grind. Come on. Fuck, can't get that. Can't get that. Can't win a flip either. Hey Muttley, you've decided to join us. How you doing? Oh, get out of my face. Don't need a butt in my face. Just two super weird hands. That sixes hand is just with the ace 10. I like. How can I put him on a flush draw if he's not going to bet his flush draw? How do you make it this far in a tournament without betting your flush draw in that spot? You have an ace high and a flush draw. You most likely have the best hand. Like, you're literally trying to bet me off the hand that I have. Exactly the type of hand that I have. It's just nuts.
It's just a particularly bad play. Like, and it's a paired board. Am I going to check a 9-2 twice? And then if you do hit the flush on a paired board, are you ever folding? Like, you might be scared of the full house, but are you ever folding when the full house does come in and your flush comes in and the full house is there? Are you ever folding? It doesn't make any sense. Shoving here with King Jack if it's folded to me. It's not. God, it's frustrating. And this guy's grinding away a few. Oh, he's short here in a 90-man too. Must be the 90-man the 90-man knockout, the 150 90-man bounty, whatever it's called. See, I'm betting there to see if I can get a call from ace high, but then ace high might be, could equally bluff there, thinking that I'm just betting with my air or small pockets. So I think calling there is fine, and that call, wow. Yeah. It's got to go all in here with the 10s. Versus our nemesis with the ace jack last time. Ace 4 this time. Wow! Oh my god! How good do you have to run, Motley? Wow! Oh, this game. Righto, so we end up having the first losing session, I think, of the tournament, and it is just... What a day. What a day. Alright then, guys, hit the follow button. We finished the day with a bankroll of 66. So we're down $4.84 today. This is our day. Apparently we ran better than what we should have. Here's our overall. Since date, here's our overall. So a little bit of a jigjaw here, but if we had one big spike, it'd be nice. So I think I might start playing a few more of the dollar games, just because there's so much value in them if you run deep in them. And like that, we got to the deep there, and although that guy ran like particularly well, wow, that could have gone completely against him a lot of the times. We had him trapped a few times, but unfortunately the runouts. So yeah, if you like the video, hit the like button. I stream on Twitch, so come check me out on Twitch if you are just watching the YouTube channel. Also, hit me up on Twitter. It's @HughHorris, and that's it. See you guys. Have a good one.